The second tip from the saints that can be really helpful as we seek to choose peace in a time of crisis is to befriend the crisis, to befriend the feeling of poverty, of fear, and of grief. There's always a temptation in a time of crisis or a struggle to want to scapegoat, to want to be able to identify a person or a circumstance outside of ourselves that's responsible for the suffering, that's responsible for the pain. And we see it all the time. People do it all around us. And sometimes we give into that temptation too, to want to blame someone else as a way of coping with a crisis. But again, that's a temptation, and it does not help. As opposed to that, to act against that tendency, what the saints recommend, I think St. Francis of Assisi is a terrific example, is to literally befriend our poverty. After we've named those interior movements that we're feeling, that we're experiencing, those things that are not comfortable, it's important to then not judge them, not say that they're right or wrong, but just to allow them to be themselves. And then, as people who are enlightened by the light of Christ, set free by his cross and resurrection, to be able to befriend even those things that cause us discomfort and pain and suffering, so as to choose and say, I will sit with this experience of fear. I will sit with this grief. I will sit with this loneliness, not seeking to escape from it and not seeking to blame someone else for it, but rather to be present to it, because that is our reality. That's where God is coming to meet us right now in this crisis. And so if we're able, like Francis of Assisi, to befriend even that which causes us to hurt, to question things, to struggle, if we're able to befriend that, we're that much more able to truly find God with us, to be able to choose peace, to be able to be set free, and to experience God's presence with us even in this time of crisis.